All right, welcome to this AI finance talk. I have the pleasure of having Dr. Jackie joining me from, I believe it's Montreal. Someone in Toronto had told them about the power of investing with Urum Foundation and the power of AI finance. Being a doctor, he wants to know a little bit more about the product, and one of the products is called an EXAI bot, and what this is and what it does is the topic of this video. So welcome, doctor. Feel free to ask any questions on the chat. I would love to get your feedback because the opportunity for learning expands when you ask questions. So let's go to the first of all, the question that you had about an investment of $10,000, we'll go from there. So here's a track record of $10,000 for the last year. On April 10th, a gentleman who's introduced me to this company invested $10,000. I didn't know about the company. As you can see, the April 10th is the registration day. At the bottom of the screen, the account number is there, and it shows that in 5 weeks, this grew to $12,360 because he had the reinvestment button. As you see from the right-hand side, reinvest button was on. This is what Albert Einstein called the power of compound interest. Now, let's follow it and see where was this money invested. This money was invested in what's called the EXAI bot. It's a robot that does fast trading, split-second trading on cryptocurrencies of the world, on fiat currencies. The top 10 currencies in the world are traded with this bot. Now, going back to your $10,000. Doctor, on April 10th of 2025, this opened account grew to $15,500 by June 24th. You can keep this track record, doctor, and you can duplicate it. And if you see it, this is all real account information shared with me privately with permission. Same account number. 12 weeks later, on July 10, this was at $17,000. And if I go forward, 16 weeks later, Dr. Jackie, this account opened on April 10th to August 10th of 2025 had generated $20,000. Now, I had an account similar to this. I started with $20,000 on August 11th, which was the time that I found out about this company. And now I have fully doubled my money to $47,000. But let's look at this one. Look at this one. Let's look at this one. What happened again on afterwards? Here is the results, doctor. On April 10th of this last year to February of this year, same account numbers, same numbers, has grown to $46,000. It has quadrupled in 9 months with the power that Albert Einstein called the most powerful force in the universe. And what does it do? It's the robot that does the work. The robot is much more effective than man. Doctor, robotics are being introduced all over the world. Recently, I was in China. I went to visit a hospital run by 25 of these doctors without a human touch. All diagnostics are done automatically by AI. And this one does the trades. And how does it do it? It depends on the package that a person signs up. It will give the percentages, as you can see, from $100 for 10%. You can do the calculation. It's very simple, to standard, to comfort, to optimal, which is between $2,500 and $5,000, to a luxury, which is $25,000 to $49,000, produces 15.5%. That is what I did on August 11th, and I didn't put it all in once. I just started with $130. Later on, I added, but the compounding effect, including me taking this journey on to promote the company, has grown to 25 has grown to 49,000, just like the luxury says. I've taken out 20,000 and I still have 28,000 on the butt. Ultimate is 50 plus. Here you can easily, doctor, get at least $10,000 to $15,000 of income based on a 50,000 one-time investment into this EXAI bot. This was written about in Forbes magazine. This is nothing new, Dr. Jackie. This is all research. This Forbes magazine said that Urum provides institutional grade trading. What institutions use, we use also. We just use this bot to do it, which is much faster, and Forbes magazine has recognized it. Here is Mr. Brian Benson. Learn that name, doctor. That's going to come in handy later, but he explains it in simple terms for laymen or for professionals who do not have any idea about cryptocurrency or money. Here's Brian. Let's hear what he says, sir.
Look back 2 years ago, AI finance wasn't even really a concept. Today, you have an opportunity to invest your money in some sort of yield-bearing product that is actually working, right? You can go into certain kinds of apps, and we're building it into Urum, and you could say, hey, I have $1,000. I want 30% of it to be high risk, 10% of it to be this, the other to be that. And in a month from now, update me on how it's going, and let's see where we're at, and maybe we can shift it then. And so you can talk to these things, and in a very simple and easy way, you can accomplish things that before it took a PhD in programming to figure out. And so I think that's the difference here. Is it's coming closer and closer to the everyday person. We are a true crypto native, crypto first neobank, and so we have a leg up because we're not bringing crypto into a legacy system and introducing it to people that don't really know about it or aren't sure about it. We're bringing crypto first, and then the rest of the banking experience comes later. So I think we're flipping it on our head. So I think you're going to see in the next 2 years a huge increase in the amount of users that are coming over from some of these other neobanks into crypto first neobanks. And Urum's not the only one, but we hope to be the leader in that space.
And doctor, that's our leader. His name is Brian Benson, and the person who hired him is Mr. Ahmad Zen out of Dubai. I had the pleasure to go there, as you can see in the pictures, with my partners. I have my own company. I do other things. This is just the money making business. Brian speaks in all kinds of forums. He's recently spoken to Con 49 in Singapore. He's been part of the roundtable, Satoshi Roundtable, which invented or started Bitcoin, if you will. He's sought in after the most biggest banks in Switzerland, in Dubai, and in Hong Kong. That's a little bit of resume about the gentleman behind the scenes, and the question about what $10,000 would do in a matter of, let's say, a year. Very short and very condensed, but I can go back to show you the potential of, let's go back to the $10,000 example, which you're interested in perhaps investing, and what other benefits come with this. Here we took a look at an example of an account that opened on April 10th, and then by May 16 had grown to 12,000. By August 10th, it had grown to 20,000, and currently it's sitting at $47,000. And you can have an account just like this, doctor. You can have one to be able to monitor it yourself. It's just like having a bank account. If you do with BMO, all other current banks in Canada, you can manage this one. It comes with a very simple background. It has a dashboard. It has a live trading that's coming soon. It has a finance section, as you see on the screen, financial proposal, and affiliate program. Those are two different services that come with it. And the membership here is $19.99, like going to coffee shop with one person or go into the gym membership. This is an exclusive company that requires a few other requirements like an authenticator. Every time you want to log into your account, you have to authenticate yourself with face recognition. Brave browser, which is a secure browser now, better than Google, and also Netscape, and VPN. VPN is virtually protected networks. We install these and we subscribe, pay our $19.99, and enjoy the benefits of this company. And there are so many other benefits that come with it, including this Visa card that I use on daily basis. I have one myself. My wife has one, and it has worked all over Canada, USA, Saudi. It has a digital version and it has a physical version. Wherever you go, it gives you the money or the currency from there, and you can put your profits there. If you are familiar with cryptocurrencies, this one is a parking lot for any kind of cryptocurrency, and it produces 17.5% extra, and depending on what currency and how. Those could be Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Pepe, things that are like this that people are just learning about, and I had no clue, but now I've learned and become a master. Anybody that parks their money here gets at least 20% a year, but in the EXAI bot, which was the first one, they get 5 times their investment, and comes with an exchange. It goes into a gold. This might be secure for Dr. Jakie, people who are more real world assets. This is just announced last week. We have the ex finance, basically financier from the government of Sierra Leone, and we have Nick Patel, who is one of the real world relation advisors with 25 years of experience. Very, very elaborate, very, very smart people. And now we bring in gold to be tokenized and sold globally. There's an event, doctor, if you're interested to be in Paris, you can join the company executives on April 15 to 16 in Paris. And there's my story. I put my $1,000 in here, or $130, as you see on the left hand side, on August 11, and I kept on increasing up to $19,050. Currently my account sits at 27,000, but I've already taken out over 20,000 in my travels and in cash. And this company comes with an affiliate program that's a separate topic to talk about, but I hope that this so far had answered your question about what would $10,000 do, Dr. Jakie? That's the answer. It could multiply to 46,000 in 10 years, in 10 weeks or 10 months, or it could recompound to build future assets, to build a great freedom for you and your family. If there's no other questions, I will close this session out. Thank you, sir, for participating, and my pleasure. Any questions you have, doctor, before you go on, everyone that will watch this video at 11 o'clock a.m. Toronto time, at 1 p.m., just like doctor joined today, and at 3 p.m., we have live sessions to support our claims, to clarify our statements, and to help people understand the mission of this company, which is to help 1,000 people become millionaires, doctor. So if you're interested in that, please do make sure that you send me a message at 416-474-2540, and we will be in touch and answer any questions you may have. Thank you for your attention, and have a wonderful afternoon.